I started working with his father, Jaramogi, when he was in detention. I just finished university in 1990. And as we went for the interviews, the government conducted interviews through Public Service Commission. What used to be MAP House, it's next to Arambe House. And Jaramogi was on the other side in IGP House, across, just behind Marshall's. And from the interviews, because of how some of us had been in the university in terms of student leadership, Moi's regime had marked us. So at the point of interviews, my file came with a mark that it cannot be trusted with a public office. So I saw that, and then I asked the panel why they were proceeding to interview me when I cannot be trusted with a public office. So the interview didn't go on. Then I crossed straight to Jaramogi, and that's how I started working with Jaramogi in 1990. That time, Raila was in detention. When he got out in 1991, he came over and said, no, he had not known me, but from what he has seen in the last 1 or so weeks when he was around, we need to offload Mzee a lot of things, a lot of work. So he decided to take me as a personal assistant from that point onwards. And we related that way until he went to exile. I again organized his elections in 1992. Raila got to be an MP in 1992, basically because of what I'd done. Not anybody else, because he wasn't around. So the person who was organizing everything and all that was me. I did that excellently, to an extent that when he got back and got elected, to an extent he didn't know quite a number of people who had made that happen. So in 1995, when there were issues in Ford, Kenya, and he crossed into NDP, he didn't know who exactly, because I had also passed, I had moved, gone back to the university after the death of Jaramogi. So he didn't know exactly how to run the by-election of 1995. So he had to come for me at the university. I had to place everything else down to go and help him again. And that's how he recaptured his seat again in 1995, now with NDP. So that went on like that. After the support, I went back to the university. And all the period that was in between that time, from time to time he will call me on a number of things, particularly when it got to issues to do with elections. So even when I stood for the position of MPship in Bondo, for a while I didn't tell him, but he called me one day. He said, "What is it? I'm hearing it." He said, yes. Okay, go on. And that's the time I contested against Oburu. Contesting against Oburu over the period of time did not really take me away from him. And neither did that take him away from me. So we kept relating. I go home, I go to his home, whether he's here, Nairobi, or whatever. Like any other person that had a personal relations with. So that's how we worked with Raila over the period of time. Raila, there's the element of a very passionate person when it got to certain things in terms of character. But was also very courageous in that when he believed something would work, even if he didn't plan it, he will go ahead with it. And I want to believe that there are many things that Raila has headed which he didn't plan for, which he didn't organize. But when he got into them and got the opportunity that this is exactly where we could go, he would take that as though it was his and run on with it, just basically because of courage. So there are a number of instances, what we've had, and many other things that you've seen Raila lead. Many of them, he hardly planned for them, but he would pick them and run on with them as they came. That is him. The other one, I know he was very keen in leading this country in a proper manner. He tried the number of attempts he did, but many times when things got to a situation where they got to, he will calm down for the sake and the interest of the nation. And of course, he also believed in sportsmanship, that every single time, even if you are playing whatever, you will have either to lose or to win. And as usual, when you lose, you join in the winner. You wait for the next chance. When you win, like he had won all the elections in Langata, until such a time that now he couldn't stand as an MP. There are many people who lost, who are his opponents, but he always welcomed them back. No, please, let's run on. It was a game. So he believed this character of sportsmanship was really in him, that sometimes losing is part of the game, and the winning, for sure. When you win, you need. This is exactly where he had a problem with this winner takes it all thing in government. Because when you take everything else, it means you have left the others with nothing. So that's why many times we'll have to negotiate that, no, you've won, yes. But even the others are still part of this country. You've won, yes. Maybe we have lost, but we are still part of this country. You're not taking us anywhere. So that's the spirit that I think for a period of time, maybe many people didn't understand right. Why he will be in partnerships, in collaborations and cooperations with most of the governments that he had competed with.